So like I said earlier, I've been on this whole back to school kick, right? So I've talked about backpacks, we've talked about posture, all that good stuff. And Morgan said that she'd be my assistant today, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a demonstration today. So it's time to go shopping, right? We're gonna go shopping for all our back to school supplies.
Yeah.
First thing we're looking for is a new backpack.
Yep.
Yeah? Okay, so we have lots of things to look at. For example, size of the backpack. So first thing we take a look at is Morgan's bag, because that's where the backpack goes, right? We want to make sure that the backpack goes at the top of her back, right where her neck meets her shoulders, and does not go any lower than right above her tushy, right here. So Morgan found a backpack that she was all excited about because it's got Mickey on the side. She said, Mom, I want this one. So I said, well, let's test it out, right?
Yes.
So let's take a look. So we've got the backpack at the top of her shoulders, and then, oh, what do we think?
A little long.
It might be too big. Sorry, Morgan, no Mickey Mouse today, but she found another one with a heart on the front. And she really liked that one. So we're gonna test this one out. So we're gonna put it at the top of her shoulders, and then we've got it right about where her tushy starts. Now it's not custom, it's not gonna be perfect, but that's not looking too bad. How about we try this on? So we talk all the time when I see my kiddos in the office. I take care of lots of kids. And the first thing I say is, how many shoulder straps does your backpack have? 2. Why do we have 2 shoulder straps?
Got 2 shoulders.
Because we have 2 shoulders. Exactly. So we always want to wear our shoulder straps on both shoulders, right? But as I'm looking at Morgan here, I'm seeing that backpack's hanging kind of low, huh? Yeah, let's turn you around a little bit. I think we might need to adjust this. They have these funky things on the side that actually adjust your shoulder straps. Go figure, huh? Most of these people just seem to leave them hanging, and then that backpack is way too low. But now look, oh, that feels kind of better, huh? Well, now we're fitting really good. So we know we're supposed to wear it over 2 shoulders, but what happens if we just wear it over 1?
You look cool.
You look cool. Yeah, well, not for long,
You're not
because
gonna
then you
feel
start
cool.
to develop curves that aren't so cool.
This being said from the guy who watched the Olympics.
Well, we'll talk about that later. So one of the things we also talk about is the weight of the backpack. So the backpack should never weigh more, including the books, than 10% of the child's body weight. Well, Morgan's just over 50 pounds, so that says we've just got 5 pounds to play with. That's probably not going to happen. Too many books coming home, very, very heavy. But let's say we even have just 5 pounds in here. If she's carrying it over 1 shoulder, we're going to kind of tilt to the side, right? But her body's not going to let her walk around like this all day, so the muscles on the opposite side are going to tense up to pull her straight, right?
Yeah.
All right, stand nice and tall for me. Now, if we're wearing this backpack on 1 shoulder every single day, week after week, month after month, year after year, and it's pulling down like that, and these muscles are pulling over to one side, what do you think is going to happen after a while?
It's gonna hurt.
We're going to hurt. We're going to maybe throw some of those bones out of alignment. Maybe we're even going to develop a scoliosis because those muscles attach to the spine and they're pulling really hard on just one side. So again, we want to make sure that we have that backpack over both shoulders so that we're nice and balanced when we're carrying those books. Now, we just came home from school. Welcome home, Morgan. You got some homework to do today? All right, so let's take that backpack off. And let's go ahead and have a seat and let's get going on our homework. Let me get you a pen. There you go. So Morgan's going to get going on her homework. And yeah, start right up here for me and start. And we're taking a look at her posture. What are you guys kind of noticing here as she's sitting doing her homework?
Head's been told.
Her head's kind of bent over, right? She's doing a lot of looking down. Now she just came home from school where she's been doing this for hours. They'll take a break here and there, but a lot of her time is spent looking down. Not very good for the neck. Our spinal cord runs down through our spine, right? So as we're looking down all day long and then doing our homework, the spinal cord is actually being stretched. The nerves that come out of our neck go back up into our brain, our eyes, our ears, our immune system. So we could start seeing problems with concentration. We could start seeing, so we're gonna do something really, really simple. And we're gonna get her a book prop. Look at what a big difference that just made. She's looking straight ahead and she's looking down a little bit when she's writing, but it's making a huge difference in her ability to look up for a longer period of time. Now, when we're all finished with our writing, you've got some keyboarding to do, right? We gotta practice our keyboarding today. So, we're gonna take a look at Morgan's laptop. We got her one for Christmas, right? So I'm gonna have you hop on over to the other side. And squeeze through there. So, we thought, what a great idea. Let's get Morgan a laptop for Christmas.
I think she needs a booster chair.
Here's the thing. Laptops were not meant to be used as desktops. Laptops were invented because we needed something portable, especially for business people, meant to take it around and have all the information with us at all times. Really not meant to be doing schoolwork at. Especially the high school and college students that I see, they're sitting on their beds with their back propped up against the wall and they're doing one of these things for hours on end. That's really gonna cause a lot of problems as well. But rather than going out and getting a desktop, we're gonna modify this laptop for Morgan and make sure that it fits her properly. So for Morgan, yeah, she could really use a booster. Most of the time though, for an adult, Morgan, I'm gonna have you pop out to the side here really quick. I'm gonna show them. For an adult, so maybe your older kids, they're actually gonna be doing bless you. They're gonna be doing a lot of looking down, and very often I see one of these things going on. Again, really, really bad for that neck. So what we're gonna do is we're going to get a laptop stand. Now I'm just gonna use a book, and you guys can use a book too, but if you go on Amazon or you go to one of your Office Max, things like that, you can actually get laptop stands that are gonna turn this into a monitor for you or for your child. So let's start there. So go ahead and have a seat again. We've got the monitor more at eye level, which is awesome. Go ahead and start typing away. I'm kind of seeing another problem here. Can you see how her shoulders are like this? Yeah, her shoulders are up. The reason that's happening is because the keyboard is way too high for her. So she could start developing things like shoulder tension, neck and shoulder pain, headaches, migraines, and believe it or not, I'm seeing that in 8 and 9-year-olds nowadays because the posture is so horrible. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hop back on Amazon and we're gonna get her a keyboard tray. We're gonna pop that underneath. We just hook it right up to her desk, pop it underneath. Can you sit back for me? And now that keyboard comes out right here to show me some nice good posture. Her elbows are at a 90-degree angle, and those shoulders can now just relax. Makes a huge, huge difference. There's one more thing we should look at, right? Yeah. We should look at our posture while we're sitting. So Morgan, go ahead and put your feet flat on the floor. Can you do that? Thank you. Little bit too high. So we need to get Morgan's feet flat on the floor. So we're gonna give her a little footrest. And now we've got him flat on the floor, right? Excellent. The other thing we wanna see is when kids are sitting back in the chair, so go ahead and sit all the way back from me, there we go. We can see how if she were sitting way back, we're gonna have the knees and the hips lined up perfectly. So kind of like this, they're gonna be lined up like this. We actually don't want that. We want the knees slightly below the level of the hips because that helps with our back posture. So I want you to sit up nice and tall and scoot toward the front of our chair. Yep, scoot toward the front, good job. And sit, that is perfect. So now we can see the knees are below the level of the hips. She's got her feet flat on the floor, and when you sit toward the front of a chair, it automatically forces you into some better posture. Now, I talked a lot about kids today and back to school and their homework and all of that, but every single one of these things can be adapted to us as adults too. So for example, backpacks, women, we could be talking about our purses that tend to weigh about 50 pounds and take us down on one side. Exactly, they weigh way too much. So having a harness, a shoulder strap that comes all the way across would be really, really good. As we're sitting doing our work at the office, we want to make sure that our monitors are nice and straight and eye level. We want to make sure that our keyboards are right here so our shoulders aren't up too high. We don't want them too low either. And we want to make sure that we're having good sitting posture. So again, these are all things that we can adapt to our daily lives as well, not just for our kids going back to school.